Hey there, PPF. I'm going to answer some interview questions. I've been doing in different parts, so I'll let you know which one it is, and then, yeah. Alright. My character name, I am DoomSayer, also known as the sadistic magician, the man who is silent but violent. I've had a lot of crazy names for DoomSayer. My name is Taylor, and I'm from Bakersfield, California. Well, I work under the sun, doing stuff with signs, talking to people, pretty much my job there. And usually answer any questions that they have. And sometimes I help out with drink deliveries and such. And yeah, California dream. How did I come up with my character, and why the name DoomSayer? Well, DoomSayer came from two bands, actually, Hatebreed and Darkest Hour. They both had a song called DoomSayer. Check them out. They're on Spotify, you know, everywhere else you can look out for music. Check them out. They're really cool songs. And I looked up the definition. It was originally a prediction for a financial disaster, but I thought prediction for disaster pretty much worked out for my character. And how I came up with him was, you know, I think with a lot of these characters, it's the opposite of who the person is. You know, in the ring, I'm a very aggressive, very technical, strong style, like heavy kind of hitting person. While out here, you know, I'm more towards people and trying to be cool with everybody. So, what got me into wrestling, and why am I a fan? Well, what got me into wrestling was, well, my uncle. I remember seeing, like, in his room, he had, like, big figures, and they were like Hulk Hogan and Jake the Snake and the Ultimate Warrior, and I was wondering what it was, and then he had a burnt, or not only burnt, but a recorded thing of the 1992 Royal Rumble. The one that Ric Flair won the WWF Championship. I watched that one, and after that I became a fan. Besides, you know, playing with like G.I. Joes and all these other kind of like regular action figures, Ninja Turtles, all that, we played with the wrestling figures. I mean, me and him aren't that far in age apart, so, you know, he had the ring and all the toys, and we would play with those and all that stuff and watch those videos, and I became a big old Hulkamaniac, but then became like a Shawn Michaels fan afterwards. I think somewhat of a Hulkamaniac, but I was really into Macho Man Randy Savage because he was very energetic and all that stuff. Who is my favorite wrestler and why? My favorite wrestler is Shawn Michaels. It's actually a tie between Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. Now, I know they had that rivalry, but Bret Hart knew how to make you want to, like, pay attention to the match. While Shawn Michaels had a lot of charisma, Bret Hart knew what to do in the ring, how to make the other person look like a superstar. And when they fought each other, you know, that WrestleMania Iron Man match, that was a great match, but one of my more favorite matches was Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart Intercontinental title match. I think Shawn lost that one, but watching those two together with all the charisma and all the talent was amazing. So Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler. What is my favorite wrestling moment ever? Now, there are a lot of wrestling moments that, you know, I think everyone has seen, from the Okada Omega saga in New Japan, which was amazing. You know, you had Kevin Steen versus El Generico in Ring of Honor. All those kind of matches. Ladder Wars was one of my favorite. But my absolute favorite moments was going to see WWE Raw live. And this was about a few weeks before WrestleMania 20. And it was Shawn Michaels versus Chris Benoit. And the winner was going to face Triple H at WrestleMania 20. And so, me being a big fan of Shawn Michaels, I was rooting for him. People were rooting for Benoit, but that match was just amazing. And then having Stone Cold going out there pretty much saying that's going to be a triple threat match was that. And when Stone Cold comes out, believe me, when that glass breaks, if you're there in person, the place erupts. It really does. It's an amazing thing. So seeing them, and then also on the same night, Evolution was walking down the aisle, and I went to go get a T-shirt. It was during the little break, and then as soon as I open the curtains, the Evolution theme comes out. I mean, how cool is that? Who is the my other favorite PPF promo artist besides myself, and why? Well, I really enjoy Hammer. See, beforehand with everything, before in PPF, we had our battles, but watching him and how he's evolved in PPF, with everything from the Union and everything else, he was just amazing in it. I think him and Haystacks, both of them, are truly like two of the greats here in PPF. Just my opinion there. What is my favorite PPF moment of all time, and why? The Union versus the management, because a lot of factions want to be like the New World Order. They want to be that team to take over the Federation and cause chaos within, and some succeed. The Union did that. The Union would pop up almost every day like heels and drive the fans crazy. Like, why are you always wanting to pop up? Why are you wanting to terrorize? But they told their reasons, and they had an amazing war. So that is my favorite PPF moment. What got me into promo wrestling? Well, it was actually started a few years ago. I was in a group for people, with positivity and everything like that. And someone was talking about wrestling, and we hit it off. We talked, and said that he was in a thing called promo wrestling, which basically is just doing wrestling promos and being in the character and seeing if it sells or not, So it intrigued me for being a fan since 1992, and wanting to do that. And I've always been forever grateful for my friends that got me into this, because I've met a whole lot of cool people. I've gone to a whole lot of places, and I think this is more than just getting into character. I think it's great for people who might have maybe a social anxiety, and because I kind of had that, but talking to people, going against, it's helped with my speech. It's helped with me presenting myself more to people in a more professional way, not slurring my words, not slumping around. It has helped me out a lot. What is my dream match here in PPF? Well, as much as I said that Hammer is one of my favorites here in PPF, I have yet to face Haystacks. I think the PPF fans would really love to see DoomSayer versus Haystacks, whether it's a singles match, hardcore, falls count anywhere, no rules, all rules, doesn't matter. I think me and him both would be able to bring the house down. And what is my ultimate goal here in PPF? Well, right now it's just kind of set to a standard. I would love to be any PPF champion, whether it's a new title or the heavyweight championship or the junior heavyweight championship. That would be my ultimate goal, along with being one of the very best here. So when the next generation of promo fetters come on out and they see, maybe I'm not doing this anymore one day, and they will look back at my promos and people will be like, no, watch DoomSayer. Look at what he did, how he evolved, how he made PPF the place to watch. I think that counts for everybody, from Mr. Awesome to Haystacks to, everybody, Hammer, War Chain, all those people, have the next generation check out and be like, I want to be like them, but then create their own character. Because who I wanted to be like was Jake the Snake Roberts and Sammy Callahan when he was the new horror, Sammy Callahan. A little psychotic, but knew how to speak to the camera, had the charisma, but had the cold dead eyes to do so. Instead of being jumping around and all that stuff, but knew how to tell a story. So that's my ultimate goal here in PPF, to be somewhat of a legend and a champion. Well, I want to thank you all for the interview. I hope everyone enjoys this segment, you know, all the guys in PPF and gals. And I just got to say one more thing. Anybody wants to step up to the plate with me? Anybody wants to step toe-to-toe in the ring with DoomSayer? Bring it. I want you to bring everything and more, because you know what? When you do, and I have just a little bit more fire within, and you fall, you're gonna leave with nothing but shame and pain inside and out. One day, I'm gonna be the PPF World Heavyweight Champion. Everybody is gonna watch and see that DoomSayer is the very best in PPF. I'll see you all real soon.